While all of you guys are heading south for the winter, we decided to head north.
Ruby has endured her second snowfall.
Yes. I know you can't see it because it's all melted, but we have been in the 20s and 30s overnight. We had sleet and snow. It was kind of cool for one day. I'm good. We can warm back up now.
Yeah, I do miss the snow, and it was fun while it lasted, but it's gone now.
So we thought we would share some tips on how we are surviving the cold here in Tennessee. We actually came here for two reasons. One, to quarantine because we're meeting up with some friends later, and two, because they had cool trails, which we have yet to get on.
And we probably won't get on. It's just too cold. Stacy did run this morning, but yeah, there's, I think, 3 rigs, counting ours, here in this huge park. So we lucked out.
So the quarantining is great.
Yeah.
So let's walk over and share some of our tips to keep you warm in freezing temperatures.
And how not to jack up your water system in the cold. One of the things we do when it's cold or freezing outside is we fill up the freshwater tank and disconnect the hoses and the filters and the water softener, all that, so nothing freezes overnight. We've actually gone so far as to take our water softener and our water filter inside because the wet bay is not big enough to hold both of them. Although our wet bay is heated, we have 2 propane furnaces on board Ruby. The rear one for the rear bedroom will heat the wet bay, and I've seen the ducting. It's about a 4-inch duct that blows hot air in there. So we know the wet bay is keeping nice and warm while it's freezing outside.
As Phil said earlier, we have 2 zones for our heat and air. We have one in the front and one in the back. Now this sounds great because we're hooked up to power, but unfortunately our heat pump only works down to about 40 degrees, and then it has trouble turning over that air and warming it up. So then we have to switch to propane. And the propane heat is what warms the bay and of course keeps us nice and toasty. Now just a tip for you so you don't fly through your propane. If you have 2 separate zones, when you go to bed, close your door, drop down the zone that you're not actually using. That way you're not using as much propane because nobody wants to pack up and go fill back up with propane after they've used it all.
Another thing we do on the inside of the rig is we open up the under cabinet doors under the sink, if you will, because our sink drain line and our water lines do go through our slide and down into the wet bay. So we keep them open so that the warm air inside the rig will help keep those lines from freezing.
And it's pretty crazy, but whenever we leave our bathroom door closed, it can be a good 10 to 15 degrees colder in there. I don't know why in that tiny space and the huge gap below the door, but leaving the door open does make a big difference. I know you're wondering, why don't we put up some skirting?
Well, that's because a lot of Class A's don't have area for skirting. They have about 6 inches once they're lowered, if they do lower when you put the slides out and level. So there's not a lot of room for skirting on a Class A, I can tell you that.
And not only that, if we bought skirting, that would commit us to cold weather RVing, and that's not my plan.
Yeah, no. Nor would we have anywhere to put it when we were done with it. I guess we could just chuck it, but that would be a waste of money.
Yeah, storage would be an issue. Now, if we were sitting somewhere for, 2-3 months in the same area and it was really cold, then we would probably do something as far as skirting to save money and energy and to stay warm, but not just for a couple days.
Yeah, I guess for us, if we were to do that, I guess I would go buy some smaller bales of hay and put all the way around the edge. We've seen a variation of skirting. The hay is one, cardboard, boxes cut up, vinyl canvas, I guess, or vinyl coverings, canvas, you name it. If you could think of it to cover the outside of your rig, you can get it.
Yeah, and just, if you're going to be in a cold weather, you might want to invest in some really good quality skirting. But for us, I'll just let my teeth chatter until we leave.
The only skirting I'm interested in are the ones hanging up on her side of the closet. That's it.
Oh, so funny.
Direct hit, dead center. I love that lady.
We are packing it up here at Tim's Ford State Park here in Tennessee, and it's a nice park. We really enjoyed it here, even though we froze to death.
Well, we stayed warm where we had to. I mean, it was too cold to come outside and do anything, that's for sure. And of course, today we're leaving, and I'm outside putting things away, and I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice day in the 50s today.
Yeah.
But that's okay because we're staying in Tennessee, so the next place we're going to will also be in the 50s.
Yeah, let's hope we can play outside.
Yeah, I just wanted to brief you in on this state park. It's pretty nice. There are actually 3 campgrounds here. We are staying at their main campground, and the sites are all paved. But beware, if you choose a site on the inside of the campground, it's one big circle. All the hookups are on the wrong side, and many of them you don't have an overhang because you literally back up onto a hill.
Yeah, so you would have to pull nose in to these back-end sites if you wanted to keep your connections on the driver's side. Otherwise, you're having to run your hose and your power cord under your rig to get to the connections. So that's kind of a bummer. That was our original site until we got here, saw it, and the hill, and said, no, we need something else. So we did move, but we were one of 3 rigs when we first got here in this huge place, so we were able to move safely.
Yeah, and there's actually 4 full hookup sites here. We ended up moving to a full hookup site because it was kind of the longest site here. And, you know, it's nice to be spoiled with sewer.
Yeah, it allowed us to do laundry. We weren't planning on doing laundry here. We were going to do it later, but we had a full hookup, so we did it.
Yeah, so it worked. All right, let's finish packing her up and head on out.
Wake up to these better days. No clouds, just sun on my face. Flowers grow through the cracks in the pavement. Fresh kicks and my favorite jeans. Stepping out, living loud and free. Walk around like a brand new melody. Hear me when I'm singing that. Oh, 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 oh. And it keeps getting better. It only gets better. Oh, 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 oh. And it keeps getting better. It